Hey nail tubers, this is another beautiful freestyle set. So in the last several videos I've been using these 3XL clear square tips on my newer set of practice hands, and I've already did prep and laid clear, so I'm just filing a few of the free edges straight. I'll be using the Shimmer Acrylic by Nail Hause, and this is called Princessa. Take a look at this, and real quick, you know how much I appreciate that protective cap on the inside. Look, can you see how lovely this is? I love sparkles like this. I started with kind of a wetter bead, which is usually what I do when working with a powder that I haven't used before. Then I adjust as I get a feel for it. In fact, I've had this for a while if some of you remember the haul I did. So yeah, I've been waiting to do something with this. This applied so smoothly. I almost forgot already that I was working with the Shimmer Acrylic. So the pattern for this hand, on the pinky and middle fingers, I'll only go up so far with the Shimmer Acrylic because they'll get nude ombre. The index finger will be all Shimmer Acrylic. Then some color blocking on the thumb because the thumb never makes it in the reveal since it sits higher for the thumbnail pick, but I do show that they get done too. Now that I've done several of these, I've been meaning to ask, what do you think of this content using both practice hands? I've been hoping to make it as realistically close to doing a full set as possible because I mentioned before that I get these hands in pairs, which got me to thinking, what about doing both since my hands are still recovering? Let me know in the comments. It's kind of that I don't have a choice, and I also don't want to alarm any viewers. I mean, not that my hands are that bad. Or either I can go back to doing one hand. But I do want to point out that I move through the set just like I would when doing a real client. So yeah, the thumb is getting some color block. And this nude, remember, is that custom mix I did. Color blocking can be done with any straight edge, which I've done many times before. But today you can see I used my brush because I'm not going for that precise look, just a change in the flow of the color. Oh, and this same nude will be ombreed over the pinky and middle fingers. Now for the other hand, I think I should explain the pinky maybe. And it's not really anything complicated. I just randomly laid the Shimmer Acrylic, almost like a marble but only with this one color. And this is what makes doing freestyle so much fun because I literally just thought to do this. Then the ring finger will be all shimmer, and the index and middle fingers will be clear, and the thumb will be ombre. And I may have said this before. A struggle I am having with these hands is some of the inserts are slightly warped, and if you're new, the fingers have slots to insert the nails. Adding to that, I talked about opening up the nail bed, which I hadn't done with these. So I find that I do get product on the fingers more, especially the side walls. Actually, KK asked about the nails I use, and I'm thinking to do an updated video on how I prep these hands. Then I'll show the thing about opening up the nail beds too. So let me know if you want to see that. When working with glitters and shimmers, you have to cap with clear. So filing and shaping was done off camera. And for the nail art, I started with 2 metallic liner gels by Born Pretty, silver and gold, which I mixed together to soften the look of the gold, because you know how gold can have that stronger yellow tone? And at this point, the idea I originally had actually changed. I can't even remember what it was because this idea just popped up. And I'm sure that happens to all of us. And I just created some random, I don't even know what to call these, break lines, just whatever comes to mind. And I think it looks so good against this color. Now I still wasn't sure what to do with the ring and middle fingers on this hand, but the metallic gel was cured for 60 seconds. Matte top coat by NotPolish for the clear nails, which was also cured for 60 seconds. And I seem to always end up with a signature, and currently it's been clear nails in a set, right? And I finished with the metallic on a couple clear nails to tie those in. And while I was doing these metallic patterns, it came to mind to use jelly polish. I don't know why I suddenly thought to pair that with this. Then I also found this Milky Nude by Madame Glam. This is called Shaka. Then this Purple Jelly by Valentino. So I put those on the palette, and you'll see there's blue too. And that's the same aqua color I used in my recent clear water set, and you'll see me show that in a bit. I used a fine art brush and filled in the openings of the pattern with the colors to get nice and close up against the lines. And here's that Crystal Sky Blue by Makartt. Now this did take a little time because I flash cured each section of color for 10 seconds so it'll stay in place. And then once all the colors I used were filled in, I cured all the nails for 30 seconds. But I think it was worth the time it took. Matte top coat for the upper part of the nails, and I used the same detail brush to get closer. Then Glossy top coat by Makartt for the bottom part of the nails. And both top coats were cured for 60 seconds. Now at this point, I was undecided whether to add bling because I hadn't yet done anything to that clear nail and shimmer nail, so I took a little break to decide. I love that Princessa shimmer acrylic. Look at it, it's so gorgeous. So yeah, these are the two nails where I've gotten stuck now that I'm close to finishing the set. This one not so much because that gloss really does something for that shimmer, right? So I'm actually thinking to leave this as is because to me I did kind of went and covered up the beauty of that shimmer acrylic, so I do want to showcase it by leaving this one as is, but I still need to think of something for this clear nail. And I love frosty clear, that's just so pretty. And it's pretty with the set. It just seems to go well. But I don't know. I'm thinking maybe some rhinestones because I do have rhinestones in this purple and in this aqua blue. There's the aqua blue right there. Matches perfect. And right there in that corner is that purple. This case is too big for me to put the whole thing in frame. So I do have rhinestones to match the set, but then, you know, sometimes you just leave sets as is for the sake of the pattern and design, right? And that's partially how I'm feeling about this set. But then, you know, the other part of me, the jazzy, blingy personality in me feels like maybe put some rhinestones. I just don't know, guys. I've gotten stuck now that I've reached this part where I'm just about finished. And this actually sat and I took a break. So, oh, and yeah, this is what I'm talking about, the insert parts being kind of warped, because if you notice, this finger seems to go that way, but the nail comes back this way. And this one too, you see like most of the fleshy part of the finger sticking out that way, but the nail, actually the whole nail is on this side of the finger. What do you guys think? I don't know. I could remix some more gold and just finish it off. Part of me is like, I got most of the color on this hand and I barely did any color except for the one nail on that hand. So for me to put more color here seems like it won't, you know, it'll conflict with this hand looking more empty color wise. I got stuck, guys. I went without the bling for a change. I like them just the way they are. Hit the like button if you like them too. I just did a unicorn powder Hello Kitty set too that you can check out right here. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, because I'll be looking for you again in the next one. Much love.